When God created the earth and he set the earth to spin, because the evening and the morning were the first day. So the earth starts to spin. What immediately happens in here is you form an electromagnetic field. This electromagnetic field is a computer from graphic showing the energy coming in and going out in the yellow. This electromagnetic field was huge. The electromagnetic field today has, as the earth faces the sun, that electromagnetic field goes out 40,000 miles. And it has a tail on it behind it, back further than the moon, 239,000 miles. It has a tail, electromagnetic field. What is electromagnetic field? It is the electrical field, and it works and it operates to keep the high charge electrons and cosmic particles from hitting the earth and coming straight down and bombarding everything that was alive. The electromagnetic field deflected it. And the ultraviolet radiation from the sun, of which you all and me get burnt, and all the cancers of the skin and other cancers related because of this radiation of ultraviolet short wave radiation, is filtered by the electromagnetic field. It strengthens the field. The field now keeps it from going into the earth, and it strengthens it. It still does that. When you are listening to a radio or you're trying to receive some kind of communication, you see, and we have increased sunspot activity, what does it do to your radios? It crackles them and makes them a mess. That's our electromagnetic field crunching in on the earth, absorbing the extra ultraviolet radiation. If it didn't, every time we had a solar flare-up, you would see cretins and horrible people kind of moving around a few generations after that. It'd be terrible. This electromagnetic field had other purposes too. Look at this. Oops, I want to tell you this. Radioactive isotopes. Underneath, in the mantle, we heard that God put a canopy above of water in the firmament. He had the land, and he separated land from the oceans, and he separated the waters from above to the waters underneath. Waters underneath were warm. We're told in one of our books, Genesis, that this water came up and onto the surface of the earth, and it moved all around, and it rotated back up again, and it was perfectly arranged to water the earth. Where did that water come from? It was underneath. How did the water get warm? You had all the radioactive rocks were underneath. Look at the half-life. 14 billion years for thorium-232. Uranium, 4.5 billion years. This is for a half-life. If you have 1 pound of uranium, in 4.5 billion years, it will have radioactively decayed to 1/2 pound. Okay? That's a half-life. And so you have got all of these radioactive isotopes in rocks, and they're buried in the mantle. Do they hurt you and I? No. They weren't meant to be on top of the earth. They got on top of the earth because of the flood. They were under the earth. They warmed the waters that came up over the earth, and they gave life to this earth. We know that if you warm up the soil by 3 to 5 degrees, and that's all it takes, you can have upwards to a 50% increase in your yield of fruits and vegetables, just by warming up the soil. Well, the soil in the antediluvian world was warmer, and everything thrived bigger, and all of these radioactive isotopes were buried. Science News, electrical and magnetic fields are being used to treat osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, and nerve damage. You can actually, literally, put a person into a bigger electromagnetic field, and you can have their symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, you can have those symptoms slowly disappear. This is true. Guinea pig knee arthritis. There is a type of guinea pig that at 1 year of age, it starts to develop severe osteoarthritis. such that by the time it reaches 6 more months, 1.5 years, the majority of those guinea pigs are dead. Because they can't move. They can't get to their water, can't get to their food. They just wither all up and they die. So they took the guinea pigs. They put a whole bunch of guinea pigs in this happy little area to play. They had their little wheels. And then they took another equal amount of guinea pigs and put them under an increased electromagnetic field. And these are the little osteoarthritis guinea pigs. So they put them in at age 1. All of them showed signs of early osteoarthritis. At the end of 6 months, the guinea pigs that were not under the electromagnetic field, the majority were dead, and the others were so crippled they could hardly get to their food. However, the guinea pigs under the electromagnetic field were thriving. They sacrificed the guinea pigs. The ones under the electromagnetic field, the osteoarthritis had arrested itself. No progression. Nerve damage, a rat nerve, the sciatic nerve in the back of the leg, the one that everybody got, I got sciatica and stuff, everybody has it. It hurts. They have crushed these large nerves and put these animals under electromagnetic field and healed them gargantuanly faster, and the fact is they've healed them. Where others couldn't even have the nerve healed, the nerve were healed on electromagnetic field. The earth before the flood had a stronger electromagnetic field. Now, you're going to say, how do you know that, Doug? I'm going to tell you down the line. Believe me now, but I'll give you the facts down the line. This gentleman, Joseph Dillow, The Waters Above, that book is out there for sale. It's an absolutely wonderful book. It is the beginning, it is the science of the canopy. Okay, the canopy, there's nothing new about a canopy. Okay, Mars has a canopy, Jupiter has a canopy, Neptune has a canopy, Saturn has a canopy. They all have canopies. Earth once had a canopy. And that canopy, as Joseph Dillow has picked this thing up, he's put the canopy up and studied what it would do in various places and put it into computer models and mathematically describe this. Now, this book can be read by all of you. Those of you that are very mathematical or very much tuned into the physics of things, this man will amaze you. Okay, it's all in the book. But those who don't want to look at that, he has a section in the book that says, skip this and go to that. And he'll run you right through on how the canopy works. Let me tell you now, the canopy that I'm going to show you here isn't perfect. Okay, the theory is still in evolution, so to speak. Okay? Good science always changes. If you heard my presentation 10 years ago, it would be different than it was today. There are items that I used and talked about that I don't talk about anymore. New information has come out, and I think that that particular item or what I was talking about wasn't supported, and I got rid of it. Other items that needed more time have now been included. Time changes things. Science, if it's true science, continues to mature, and we have theories that continue to mature.